Hey everybody, welcome. Sorry, that was funny. Hi everybody, welcome to Copi Cafe. This is episode 73. You've got Rob, Greig here, and Josh Jones, and we're excited to share with you a variety of stuff today. We've got the nodes to talk about. We've got the Centralized Exchange listing to talk about. We've got a breaking corn event Saturday. More details to come on that one. Community questions, a leak as always. So we're excited to get this episode going. For those of you who do not know what Cornucopias is, I'll go ahead and give you a quick rundown based upon our lore. So Cornucopias is a cutting-edge MMO RPG set in a world where humanity has ascended from the Earth's surface and created a breathtaking new world in the sky. This fantastical realm is a system of floating islands carved from the land we once called home, now encased in radically advanced dome-shaped structures suspended high above the clouds. Each one is a futuristic marvel with its own unique environment, identity, and thriving communities. It is within these domes the epic journey begins. Here, players take control of their own personal avatar, which gives them the freedom to choose their destiny. Be immersed in vast landscapes, explore vibrant settlements, and engage in a myriad of activities such as crafting, commerce, combat, racing, and more. Welcome to a world where the sky is no longer the limit. Rob?
Happy Christmas.
Wow. So are you a turkey or what's the deal there, man?
Well, yeah. Whoa, I like it.
So we are Christmas vibing in full gear. Are we doing the entire episode this? I don't know if I can possibly
Probably
do that.
not.
What? Probably not.
not.
Okay, let's see what you got going on. So we're in the Christmas spirit. We're feeling a little festive. Happy holidays to all of you. We're moving into that time of year. And Rob, clearly you've got the spirit today. So show us what's going on with your sweater.
My Christmas jumper.
Okay. It's Frosty the Snowman's on sleds.
I like your little drink. I can see over your shoulder.
Oh, you
looks
mean
like
Bob
you've been
Ross
collecting. Yeah, what have you've been collecting some of our?
That's a Bob Ross energy drink. That's been up there for a while, but I'm glad you noticed. This is a little Cardinal.
Yeah, that's what I was referencing.
Cardinals.
What is it?
Oh, this is what you're referencing. Okay. These are little cardinals in there. I like to think of cardinal as a reminder of my mom. And this actually,
the Rangers,
the Texas Rangers. That's our baseball team. So you guys have football as a major sport. Baseball is one of the major sports in the States. And the Texas Rangers won this year. They won the World Series. And so I didn't get to celebrate that. I mean, I did, but like at that time, my mom was in the hospital and really close to the end. And so it was kind of a bittersweet time. Didn't really fully get to celebrate because of that. Still kind of hard to, but hey, I wanted to show who my team is because we won the World Series this year, and that's huge. So go Rangers. Pumped about that. And happy holidays to everyone. We are in full gear today. That is for sure.
Do not meme us. We're not here to be memed.
Rob, what are you drinking?
Good question. Well, in the festive spirit, I am drinking an Amstel beer.
An Amstel beer. All right. I gotta admit, my wife really came through for me on these glasses.
I like them.
Yeah, this was last second. Okay. I'm drinking I'm kind of in celebration mode a little bit because we're moving into the holidays. And I'm having an athletic beer, non-alcoholic.
An athletic beer. Is it a boxing beer? Does it have
the brand, it's called Athletic Brewing Co. So they're non-alcoholic and then kind of light on the calories. It's
I
for
like
the
it.
beer drinker that wants to stay semi-fit, I guess.
Well, I'm going to gobble this down. Should we take this off? Otherwise, we'll be distracted a little bit too much. But
It's a
I
little
hope
too
you enjoyed
much.
that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I can wear these the entire episode.
I've had a haircut as well.
Nice, nice. Didn't get them all cut. Okay, so I'm surprised you missed that one, Rob. That was a Rob joke that I just made
I
right
was
there.
distracted by your eyes.
Yeah.
Play the green.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll change that up. All right. You've had enough. You've had enough.
You can keep your
Okay.
hat
I'm
on.
going back into regular
Tom
gear
Jones.
here. Not that we've lost that holiday spirit, but we got to get into game face mode. All right. Good episode ahead for you guys. So nodes. We've announced the node sale. We've provided the deck to everybody. To me, this is a very exciting step forward for us. You put together a pretty awesome demo prototype. That video can be found on our YouTube channel, in our Discord. If you haven't seen it, what we're showing here is that we have a working prototype of our nodes. It's not commercially ready yet, but we're so much. I mean, there's a lot that's to be said here that we're almost ready with the tech. I mean, that's kind of important. I think there's a good amount of nodes projects out there. Great stuff on the market. We've looked at what everybody else is doing. We always try to do it to the best of our ability. And I think you've done a great job of having a demo ready before we even started the sale. That's huge. We also have a step towards decentralization here. So we're big into that. We're moving towards having not a dependence on a centralized entity as much, but rather to our community and to empowering our community of users to participate in our infrastructure. That's huge, which will also improve the ecosystem, carry the ecosystem further. So you get to participate in benefiting all the users that we bring on board. I don't know. I'm pumped about it, Rob. What about you?
No, I think you're right. I mean, decentralized. Part of being decentralized is it's where we are. We're on the blockchain. We're on Web3, and we want to add to that. I mean, yes, for our file downloads. I mean, some people could say, why don't you just have a CDN? Why don't you just pay more money to Amazon and just have a bigger pipe and share it down? But we don't want to do that. We don't. Instead of giving the money to Amazon, what we can do is we can create this Copi network, distribution network, where we can share the rewards, and the community actually plays a really important part of our infrastructure. On the surface of it, it looks like it's just a torrent file distribution, but it's not. It's the foundation of what's going to be built on top of it. That is layer one. In the future, we will have NFTs and other content, maybe user-based content, that will be distributed across some of this network, and they need moving around. We will have lots of things that need moving around the network and transporting, and so this will be the start. But we were really keen that we wanted to do the proof of concept, which is why we built this demo. We pushed it to a limit to make sure that we can build the thing in the first place, and that'll be performant, and that it will perform on really low tech. Mm-hmm. In the future, what we will do is we will write that again, a Windows version, but a different version that was just built for a technical demo. So we will write that a Windows version, a Mac, and a Linux version. So it can have as much distribution as possible. But yeah, this is step one of a bigger picture. So don't just look at that in isolation and think we're building something. We're building the start of a bigger picture here.
Yeah, and there's a portion of our, play the rewards pool, host to earn, in our rewards pool that is going towards this infrastructure ongoing, right? So this is a continual thing. We'll add more nodes, but you'll have a whitelist access to any future node sales for anyone that participates here. Further, the earlier you jump in, the more of a discount you get, which is great. And then it just goes up in price over time, which allows the market to decide what this is
Yeah.
in terms of, where it makes the most sense for everybody. But I will say this, the NFT, we're basically saying you will receive your NFT and hold it in your wallet within 6 months. I think the date is
The
July
maximum
something, or
6 months.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
By the first.
So even if our software, our tech isn't commercially ready there for us to use it by then, and we're going to be pushing to have it ready before then, but even if that's not the case, we'll start with the rewards to take care of our node holders at that time. So, I mean, I don't see a lot of that out there in the market
Yeah, well, it's a
in terms
fixed,
of node sales.
a maximum period. If the nodes haven't sold out in those 6 periods, then we will stop the sale. We'll
Yeah.
distribute the NFTs. We're not holding them back. I've seen some nodes that that they raise that much in value that the market decides that they've had enough. But unfortunately, because the way they have those structured is those NFTs then never get distributed, and then those
Yeah. And we're,
holders can't
yeah.
can't can't do
And we're
anything with
saying
them.
that's not okay. We want you guys
Oh,
to
you
have the
need to own. You need
liquidity.
to own.
Yeah. So we're going to give you the liquidity and get the ball rolling, because this
Mhm.
is actually tied to adding real value to the Cornucopias ecosystem. And that's exciting. So
And
we're,
we
we're
should have the
participating.
MVP version ready then. We'll be testing over the next few months, but yeah, by the time that 6 months is up, we should have the MVP version working
Yeah. Yeah. And those that, look, the maths on this, there's a good amount of
for the reward.
discussion in there. Make sure you do your maths right, because this is an ongoing reward system where you continue to provide service to our ecosystem and add
Yeah.
value and participate in that, but also get rewarded for it. I think we're quite comparable to everyone else out there. And in fact, we have a game that's live already.
Mhm.
So and you've seen the quality of what we put out there. We have a token that's live already. So there's a lot of things in this ecosystem that are already there. Furthermore, these nodes we have a working demo already. So lots of good stuff there that take the concern element a lot more out of the equation and really allow you to participate in providing the service to gamers and really helping us get out there. So
Yeah, I
you'll
mean,
be providing a great service.
when you are calculating the rewards, because people do, and that's what you should do. When you're looking at those calculations of what you're looking at is the base of what the daily reward is. If the entire network was on, if all 20,000 were on, if we don't sell 20,000, that pool, the Copi pool stays the same. It just means that money gets distributed to less nodes.
Mm-hmm.
And the same if all those nodes are not on each day, because the rewards are generated daily, then that daily pot, which is fixed, gets distributed by only the active nodes.
Yep.
So there is what you're calculating is the minimum if everybody is turned on and everything is working, but you have to factor that in.
Yeah, 100%. And even in a bear cycle, you've got a scenario where you could just accumulate. It's not
Yeah,
such a bad
yeah,
play,
yeah. You don't
long-term
need
play,
to sell your
over time.
rewards.
So, yeah, okay, good stuff here. And I'm not sure. I think we covered everything there. Yeah. All right. Next up, Centralized Exchange. So, we have mentioned this is coming on board. Well, we now have Gate. You may have seen that in the announcements. Gate.io. Gate.io is our first centralized exchange. We had one that we turned off a while back for a variety of reasons, but now really this is our first and main centralized exchange listing. So that is coming up, I believe, on the 21st is when it's going to launch. So we're a few days ahead of time here. Excited to see what happens there.
Yeah, I mean, it's really important to have a decentralized and a centralized exchange offering. But the they're important to get discovered. They're important for many reasons, for liquidity, and yes, exchanges provide the backbone for the liquidity to flow.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people just don't know. Here's the main thing in my mind. So many people do not know how to work the DEX scenario.
Yeah.
There's a good amount of people that have not been able to participate because I was telling a good friend, I've been talking to a good friend on how to get set up with it. And it's been a conversation going back and forth for 3 weeks. And he's just now to where Coinbase has released his funds to where he can actually, I can show him how to utilize a DEX. And he's just, the whole process has made him nervous. And the reality is so many people don't even get to that point. They just remain on the centralized exchanges. So there's a large amount of people that this will give access to, which is fantastic. I think marketing-wise, it gives more people the ability to participate in what we're doing.
It's not just an onboard and an off ramp as well. That we actually pay for marketing with them as well. Mm-hmm. So they will be promoting the Cornucopias as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they have a lot of customers.
Yes, they do. So exciting to see how that does. And yeah, all right. Next up, testing group. Oh wait, that's not up yet, is it? Oh no, the Breaking Corn event.
Ooh. Breaking Corn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that, Rob.
So we said the other week we were opening up testing to the rares, and we want you guys to come in and break the servers. You've not managed to break the servers. So what we've done, I think this is actually Scruffy's idea. We're going to have a big event where we're focusing everyone. We're calling it Breaking Corn. It's going to be this Saturday. This Saturday at 5 p.m. UTC.
Saturday
I don't even know what day it is. Is it the 18th?
It's the 16th.
16th. Okay.
Yeah, Saturday the 16th at 5 p.m. UTC.
Yeah, of December 2020.
Yeah, so help us out. Help us break the Corn servers. Why? Because what we want to do is and hopefully we're setting this up to where we're gradually increasing the number in the server at time slots, because the idea is that we have a sufficient point of data to say this is when our server went down, when we had too many people in.
Yeah,
that's what we need to learn. We need to learn how many can go into one server.
We can look at that. We can look at the triggers. Did it run out of memory? Was the processor? Was there a build up to it? We can look at all the data.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to talk to. It was Scruffy's idea, and I did mention that to him earlier. But yeah, just let's have a system to where every 5 minutes, 5 new people are coming in, or something to that effect. I figure 5's a low enough number. We don't need to go all the way down to 1, but like every 5 minutes, bring in 5 people, or maybe it's every 2 minutes, bring in 5 more people. Whatever it needs to be, a system so that we can go at 35 people. At 75 people or whatever, and be really interesting if we couldn't even get the server to go down. That would be.
I think it's going to be around about 300 people where it should technically break. But
what's the over and under? Vegas statisticians, get us the odds.
Right. I think we'll be comfortable up to about 120 easily.
Well, what would be interesting is to also see the performance that everybody's experiencing at different numbers. So we need this to take some time. But yeah, that's going to be fun. Breaking Corn.
But the way that the Solace is designed is we will be able to have hundreds and hundreds of people in there. You don't need to draw them all at the same time. So although we've got loads of people on one, it'd be very rare to have hundreds at once. But on those rare occasions when that happens, this is why we need these kind of figures. As you're moving around, people come in and come out, and the servers are quite happy. So it's a bit of insight of some of the reasons why we want to do this.
Yep. One other thing, I didn't even talk about this, but many of you might have noticed the Snek competition,
Oh yeah.
the Snek Christmas Sale. It's to onboard new users into crypto. Well, we participated in that with a variety of other projects. So if you haven't checked that out, go to the Snek Twitter and take a look, because what they're doing is they're setting up a wallet where it's going to have tokens from all of these different projects in it, and it's to help onboard people that don't know about crypto into what we're doing in the crypto space, and also Cardano projects. So I like it. I like what they're doing. It's a fun group, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. That was a little surprise thing. I don't know what you thought about that. It's pretty fun. You've seen some of the tweets going around, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun.
Yeah, I mean, we need more of stuff like that. Is the reason I want to bring it up, because onboarding people into crypto is a big part of what we're doing at Cornucopias,
Hmm.
as well as like we're all in crypto for not just to make money or for a career or just to invest or whatever it may be. We're in crypto. Well, at least I am, for philosophical reasons. I really do believe in the original movement and what that was and what it was about, and the monetary systems around the world are really inflate. They're robbing from the poor via inflation and the unlimited money printing. And so I love what the technology does just at that level.
Yeah.
The transparent, the provable amount of supply via the code or the smart contract. All of these things that establish more trust. I love that.
Oh, definitely.
Um,
And if we can show, that we're a believer in decentralization as well, maybe people will go and look and actually see the power of that,
yeah,
and
which
also,
what we're it's a step in the nodes
yeah,
direction there
the
too.
power of cross chain. We believe in cross chain, and I think we've already onboarded a few more Ethereum wallets and a few more Cardano wallets.
Yeah. Well, that's
We
where I
have
was
the cross
going. Is we're
community.
going cross chain,
Hmm.
but we're not just doing that for gaming and for crypto. We're also eventually going mainstream, which is when we start to bring new users into crypto. And I think that's
Yep.
a powerful thing that we get to be a part of. And that's why I like what Snek's doing there. And so we participated in that. Let's get new people into the space and informed of what it means to be your own bank, have your own wallet, and be in charge of your own keys and all of that good stuff. So I think
Yep.
it's a good thing. Okay. Uh, we are at the point of community questions. Again, help us break the servers tomorrow night. I assume this video comes out on a Friday. Tomorrow night at 5 p.m. UTC, Saturday the 16th. Okay. Um, are you ready for the leak, Rob? Do you want to?
Leak with that part.
Yeah.
We've
Well,
got
no,
two
if you want to
leaks.
do, no, we can do community questions first. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Here we go. Community questions. Uh, this is from Terry N. Can you discuss the advantages to the project in running multiple nodes on one machine, as opposed to one node uploading to as many clients as CPU and bandwidth allow, like in torrenting? So he's asking, what are the advantages to Cornucopias, to the project, he says.
To have multiple nodes, I mean, yeah, if the idea of the file node was just for torrenting, there is advantages of having it as a single application that that can spawn multi-threading. But like I say, it's part of a bigger picture. So having multiple nodes is is definitely an advantage, because what it means is that somebody can run more than one node on the same PC. I mean, yes, we could license it within the same application, but there's advantages in having different threads, but also different executables running at the same time, especially with some of the other stuff that we're bringing on board.
Well, it's also an advantage in terms of rewards. So if you're able to
Yes.
maximize on one machine and you have 5 nodes licenses, then you're qualified for 5 of the rewards. 5
Yeah.
times the rewards.
And
So that's an
and I know that
advantage too.
on
But
our
the advantage to the project is there's if we have reliable machines, it can help us to improve quality of service. If you've got, if it's too spread out, you might have less consistency
Yeah.
overall. But like what we're trying to do eventually, and we have so much to learn, guys. So anything that we're talking about with nodes, like in terms of how we calculate all these things and how we set up, we can't really announce too much with clarity yet because we've got to get in there, develop and test, and then we'll provide a lot more clarity.
Yeah. I did see a comment as well in Discord. Somebody was saying, well, if somebody's running 20, 30, 40, 50 nodes on one machine, how is that being decentralized? Well, you've got to think about, we've got 20,000 nodes. If somebody's running 20 or 30 on one PC, that is a small fraction. If those nodes are performing well, they are performing a really good service for the network. If that goes down, I mean, 20, 30 out of 20,000 still classed as decentralized. It's an absolute
And
small fraction
furthermore,
that's going down.
we have never been said, hey, we're going to be fully decentralized day one. That's not what this is.
Yeah.
This is a step towards decentralization. We've
Mhm.
always started off as a centralized entity that's starting that way, and we're gradually taking baby steps towards decentralization,
Yeah.
more and more so in the future. And so this is just one step. Um, okay. Next question. This is from Levi. Will the node providers be paid based upon their performance, or will they be paid evenly?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. Do we just want people to run a file every day, and we don't care whether it performs or not, and you're all paid evenly, and therefore you're just kind of doing some kind of farming stuff, or do we want people to actually do a I'm losing my tongue today. Maybe I've had too much beer out of this
Well,
wonderful
it's
bottle.
probably been a
Or,
longer day for you,
yeah,
as
or maybe
always.
we want them to provide a good service, and yeah, of course we want them to provide a good service, and we will be monitoring the nodes. The nodes will be monitoring themselves, whether there's single or multiple on one PC. They will be having scored when they're called upon. Their one job is to provide an absolute fraction of a file to begin with, and if they successfully do that, then happy days. But if they provide that too slow, or if it fails, or if it's corrupt, or if there's other things going wrong with it, then that will be a little bit of a red flag towards that node if they start accumulating them, and we'll release all these rules in the future. So yeah, performance is absolutely going to be monitored. Do you need to be the one that delivers that chunk the fastest? No.
Mhm.
But you will be penalized if you deliver it absolutely slowest because
Yeah.
you're trying to run too much on an underpowered PC, which again we
Yeah,
will share in the
exactly. It
future.
has to, and again, all these parameters, we have to figure that out. But for
Hmm.
example, if we did it strictly and only based upon the hours of being up, that's one parameter, right?
Yeah.
So in the event that nobody even came to play, which isn't going to happen, but let's just say nobody came to play. If one person is up for 6 hours and had their server ready to be used, and one is up for 1 hour, then clearly this person should probably get a greater share of the rewards because he had their system up and available to be called upon more. But
Yeah.
that can't be the only metric. And this is a complicated thing because you've also got to serve the data. So data has to be served. And so it's going to be a combination of several factors and parameters that help us to create ultimately the best service for the end user. That's where we're going. We're always going to
Yeah.
be looking at what's the best service for the end user that works for them because we got to bring on a lot of people into what we're doing.
And we have this two reward system. So we have the base rewards for having your node or nodes up and running and being available, and then every hour that your node is available, it will then gain a ticket as such into the monthly the monthly draw, and that draw, you know, there is some big Copi on that, and the only way to get more entries within that is to have your node available more.
Yep. Okay. GKL has the next question. What are the specs for my computer if I wanted to run a Copi node?
Yeah, I mean it's early days to answer that question because we've just built a working prototype, but that prototype was run on an i3. It did have a lot of memory in it. It did have 64 gigs, but we will do more and more testing over the next few months, and we will tell you what we're testing on and what we recommend. Like I say, we'll be building a Windows, a Linux, and a Mac version. So we will go through all kinds of tests of those. The goal is to have a really low requirement. So you won't need a GPU. You won't need much memory. What we will ask for is that you do have a stable internet connection when you're called upon. If you are running more than one node, that's when your PC or device needs to have more power. But it will need more power in terms of probably memory. But I think the key factors to this will be your internet availability, your bandwidth. So if you have a higher up speed, so up speed is probably one of the critical ones. That's going to really determine how many nodes that you will be able to keep up and running with good performance. But we will help that, and we will provide guidance and our feedback from what we find and from our testing.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Well, that brings our questions to conclusion. Thanks for asking, everyone, and I appreciate your curiosity on getting this figured out. And there's a lot more to be revealed over time. We're preparing a question answer sheet to try to get you guys more information where we can. Okay, it's time for the leak.
Ooh, which one?
Let's get ready to rumble.
I like it.
All right.
What could that even mean? Let's get ready to rumble. I've dropped that little breadcrumb in Discord a few times over the last few days, frantically going checking Rob's messages, but I never gave anything away.
Yeah. All right. So there it is. That's the leak. Speculate on what it is. See who can figure it out. Looks like it could be dangerous, but that's not a clue. It's definitely not a clue.
I mean, it looks like it's got hollow caches crushed into it.
Yeah, interesting.
It doesn't, but it looks that way.
There's also some light coming out of it. Some interesting texture there. Yeah.
No idea how big it is. Is it like? I mean, did you drop an Easter egg with your baseball top?
I don't know. Could be. Maybe so, maybe not. It's only for them to speculate, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'll be a good one. Coming to a screen near you soon.
Yeah. It will be revealed what this is very, very soon. Very soon. I mean, it's the holiday kind of season, so.
Where's a holiday? We do come bearing gifts. We do have one more gift that we should.
One more gift.
Tell people about.
Okay, let's tell them. Go for it.
So for a few weeks only, because it's Christmas, we stated on our roadmap there would be an NFT free gift. We will tell you what that is. It's not what you think it's going to be. So everybody that has a common or an uncommon land, vehicle, or custom dome NFT, we want you to come play the game over Christmas. So go into our website, register for a testing account on Friday. We will open this on Friday. Over the weekend, the back end will figure out what we need. What graphics cards you've got. What do we need to do with the servers and that, and then on Monday, you guys can come in and play with everyone else. It is limited time. Don't get used to it too much. We will cut it off before the end of the year or maybe the first week in January. But yeah, that's our gift to That's our gift to the common and the uncommon, and our gift to the players that are playing now is you'll have even more players to come and play with and
Yeah, it's
introduce.
gonna be great. Lots of fun. Well, I mean, and then we can do a Breaking Corn event again.
We'll have a whole different, with a
Yeah.
lot more people.
Yeah, a lot more people getting access to the game, which is awesome. So
We are going to
that's
learn a lot over Christmas. What I will say
yeah.
is,
Okay, so expect some downtime. I don't know.
yeah, I mean that's what I was going to say. Some of our team are going on holiday. Probably on Christmas Day. We're really sorry if you get a PC for Christmas and then you come in and the servers are down. We're going to try and hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Let's hope this Breaking Corn
Well,
event helps us for that. But if it does, we'll get the servers back up and running very, very quickly.
yeah, yeah. And we're aggressively working on the scaling of the EC2 and the
Yeah,
instances and the hosting, all of that. We're working on that behind the scenes to try to get ready to bring in 15,000 people, 30,000 people concurrently at one time, not in one server.
indeed.
All right.
Well, let's end the show as we started it.
Oh, sure. You want to end as we started? Gotcha. Great.
We'll go back
Wait,
to
got to
turkey
take the
mode.
glasses off.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
Cheers.
See
All
you
right.
next week.
Next week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.